Well, we've talked here, and this is we could spend hours talking about this, but this mad, insane, Great Reset, World Economic Forum idea of eating bugs and insects. We've talked about it before. It sounds like some dystopian fantasy novel, but it is happening. And the reasons are, well, they're complex, but they're all to do with trying to wean people off meat. We've seen in Holland the attack on farmers and so on. That's a bigger subject. But what we've seen, James, is 1,000 Australian schools now being fed insects the other day. Have a look. So we've got a grab, which we'll show you in a sec, hopefully, which was some kids being fed chips made out of crushed crickets.
Oh, yum.
Very nice. And then being, like kids, they think it's all a joke
Maybe some
and fun.
salt and vinegar with that.
But this is the thing.
But, you know, if you can make people eat bugs, you can make them do anything. You give them bowls full of bugs, and they'll submit
so
to it.
the kids eat these chips, and they're in apparently 1,000 schools in Australia now.
And they're giving them away. And what
this
this is all about the left strategy, which is get the kids.
Yep.
Get the kids and change the culture. This is what they're doing. So in the schools, they're teaching them what the adult lefties believe, which is that meat is reactionary, meat is killing the planet. And as with everything else, it's all part of what the British philosopher Roger Scruton called the culture of repudiation. So everything that we do and enjoy that is a traditional pleasure, and you see this with everything else, becomes the new smoking. So meat eating is the new smoking. Driving your car and enjoying that is the new smoking. Using a gas stove is the new smoking. Every single thing becomes, this reactionary thing that has to be destroyed in the name of this revolution, which, of course, leaves you no place to hide, leaves your kids no place to hide, not even the lunchbox.
Well, apparently the company is called Circle Harvest, and I think it was in the telly, and had this story that 1,000 Australian schools have selling these cricket chips, so parents and grandparents should find out if their kids are eating this stuff. They are laced with cricket protein, and they are told by teachers that they are a healthier alternative to save the planet.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that these products are available is one thing. It's not like the children are being force-fed these products, but
they're being propagandized.
They are being force-fed the propaganda. So when you provide the product and in class after class, whether it's maths, whether it's history, whether it's science, it's just this endless indoctrination about catastrophic climate change, what you can do, what we've all got to do, how guilty we are, then it really is providing the kids with very little choice.
And this is, one of the things that Julia Gillard built into the national curriculum, which the coalition never unwound.
There's a surprise. You knocked me over with a cricket.
I know, right?
I mean, seriously.
With the cross-curricular priorities, which are, about environmentalism, Asian culture, and Indigenous affairs. So basically, teaching kids, your culture, your country is illegitimate, your culture's, your European heritage is not, legitimate, and of course you're killing the planet. So that comes through in every single lesson.
But I repeat what I say every time, this is child abuse. This is our education system, the governments of this country abusing your children and grandchildren. And they're doing it in the name of left-wing ideology and propaganda. As Rita says, they are force-feeding this propaganda at every single level. They are abusing young, vulnerable, impressionable minds, first by terrifying them that the planet's about to be destroyed in some weird apocalypse, which is complete nonsense according to the data and the scientific facts. Once terrorising them, they then force them this sort of stuff. Oh, here's how you save your planet. Eat these revolting chips or whatever. Well,
and we've heard from child psychologists. We've had Dr. Claire Rowe on this program saying that kids in Australia living in a peaceful, prosperous nation, the most privileged, lucky generation people anywhere in the world ever, have got these high levels of anxiety. They are suffering mental distress because of this nonsense
and
that they're being
physical distress, because if you don't eat meat, that's a whole other argument, but nutritionally meat is critical, and this push towards veganism, vegetarianism to save the planet is so cruel to children.